Hello and welcome to Bridging the Gap, connecting in a disconnected world. Today is a special Thanksgiving episode. It's rooted in love and present in the moment. With the holidays coming up and lots of catching up and emotions on getting things together and having everything as wonderful as you can have it, please have compassion for yourself and understanding that it's not about perfection, but about presence. And as we come to the holidays with maybe not having someone at the table and their thought and their memory and or their presence with us, let's keep the importance of that at the root of our mind. So I'd like to talk about connection in challenging spaces. Holidays have a way of bringing rooms filled with history, expectations, opinions, and rhythms that don't always match our own. So before we enter those spaces, or before you welcome guests into your home, pause for a moment. Let's think, what does connection look like when emotions run high? How can compassion guide us when views differ? What does it mean to be rooted in love, even when the room feels uneven? Today's practice is a gentle reminder that we can choose presence. Even when the moment is complex, we can offer thanks. Even while navigating tension, and how we create repair, that we can create the repair even when momentary rupture occurs. This is an invitation to show up with clarity and stayed grounded in who you are, not who others expect you to be. So let's find a place where we can gather that safety, compassion, thoughtfulness, and our breath as we set an intention for thankfulness. Just find where your breath is and that we're grounded together. And as we think of our brain back to the path of safety, we're going to have an intention as we continue just to find where our breath is on the inhale. And breathing out on the exhale. Continue finding where your breath is and grounding yourself. As we remember, the holiday table often brings familiar patterns, old roles, unspoken expectations, and the feeling of being pulled, possibly an emotional currents we didn't necessarily choose. Your brain remembers the pattern, but here's the good news. Breathe in on this one. And breathe out. Every moment is a chance to create a new pathway. Let's hear that again, because today is going to be a little bit longer. Every moment is a chance to create a new pathway. When someone says something that dysregulates you, when someone's tone feels sharp, when a comment may trigger old wounds with you or people around us, when differences of opinion become tension, your brain can choose a new and different direction. The pathway of pause. First thing, stop. Find your pathway of grounding. Let them, let you. The pathway of compassion comes without self-abandonment. So if you need to, keep your protective space, your protective circle, your protective breath as we find compassion. And each time you choose regulation over reaction, that path grows stronger. This is how we become anchored in ourselves, not in the past. So let's continue to find that centering pause before you step in. We're not even going to time anything today as you continue breathing. Through all of this, we ground ourselves in our breath. If you need a practice, inhale for 4. Welcome in steadiness. Hold for 2. Feel your feet or your sit bones on the ground. Exhale for 6. Release that expectation and those expectations that don't belong to you. Again, inhale, welcome in steadiness. Hold and feel yourself grounded. Exhale, release those expectations that don't belong to you. Again, inhale, receive all that supports you. Exhale, let go of what you cannot control. The only thing you can control is your response. And you can do that in grounding, love, and compassion, knowing that it's about connection. Now, bring one hand to your chest and one to your belly and feel your own warmth. Feel your own rhythm. If something happens that shakes your center, return to this moment. One slow breath, one grounded touch. One reminder, I can return to myself. And if needed, say softly to yourself or out loud, let's pause. This conversation matters. Let's come back to it when we can meet each other with care. And it's important to make sure you set a time to come back to it at a different time. That's the most important thing when rupture happens. Continue to breathe through this. We're going to go into the heart mind, our rooted in love and present in the now section. Thanksgiving is not about avoiding hard things. It's about choosing what really matters. Our response matters. We can make a change. We can make a shift without losing ourselves. If a moment feels overwhelming, you're allowed to pause. You're allowed to reset. Take a moment, excuse yourself to the bathroom. Come back, start again. We're here for each other. If someone else feels overwhelmed, you can offer a landing. You matter. Let's give this space. We can return when we're ready. And again, offer a different time. Ask to connect in the now. If your thoughts drift to past hurts or future worries, gently return to the gift of the present. This breath, this moment, this connection. Concerns are valid, and differences are so real. And presence is the priority. You can say, that sounds heavy. Let's think about that and let's come back to that when we have the space to do that. This is how we root ourselves in love without denying the truth, without dismissing anyone's experience, by staying open, steady, present, connected to our own internal warmth. I'd like to offer a mindful Thanksgiving wish. On this day of gratitude, may we remember, whether near or far, that every person carries a story we don't fully know. That love grows strongest in moments of gentle understanding, and that the greatest gift is not perfection, but presence. May we give thanks for all the people that have touched our lives, in our ease and in our complexity. And may we meet each other with compassion and curiosity, and the quiet hope that connection is at the forefront. Let's continue our mindful practice with an intention that I choose presence over perfection. I choose grounding over reaction. I choose compassion without self-sacrifice. And I choose to root myself in love, here, now, in this moment. I am thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for this time. I am thankful if it has been able to help you in any way. Please have a peaceful, grounded, compassionate, caring, and loving holiday season. Thank you again. Please share, like, subscribe. Do that now. Other people need to hear stuff like this and know that there is connection out there. Thank you again.